Welcome back, Interior Alaska. Joe Kick here with your local Tuesday Sportscast. The number 5 UAF rifle team faced off against their number 1 arch rival, the number 1 West Virginia Mountaineers. The Mountaineers won the national title by just a few points over UAF last year. Today, the Nanics lost by 24 to West Virginia in their first head-to-head meeting. West Virginia's 4,724 points is a new NCAA record for a total score. Alaska shot a season high in air rifle, led by Sagan Madalina's first place score of 598. Tim Cherry won small bore with 589. Sunday, Alaska posted a 4.682 in the Palmyra Invitational. To wait to see how that score stacks up after 3 more weeks of shooting. UAF faces Nevada and Texas in February for their next match. And after a successful trip, the UAF ski team is building up some momentum for the NCAA championships. Well, today we caught up with head coach Nick Crawford in today's Nanick Corner. The Alaska Nanick ski team is off to a nice start to their season. This past week, they finished in the top 30 of the U.S. Cross Country Championships in Houghton, Michigan. Saturday, Ani Uhl won a junior national title for the second straight year. She won the sprint race in 5 minutes, 7.23 seconds. The runner-up was 5:07.79. In the senior races, Nicole Baith and Sarissa Lammers led the way with top 30 finishes. Baith was tops overall, placing 13th. But someone different is always stepping up for the Nanics, especially younger skiers like Max Donaldson and Seiji Takagi.
They have at least 1 more year of eligibility, and a number of them are just freshmen and sophomores. So I think we're going to have a really strong team this year and just as strong a team in years to come as well. So, yeah, we had a good start. We were pleased with how many athletes performed. 4 men and 3 women cracked the top 30 in the country overall, so that's a pretty big honor.
In his first season as head coach, Nick Crawford is pleased with the results so far and thinks his team will be competitive for conference championships and regionals. But he wants his program to make history in March for the NCAA championships.
One of our goals for the year is to qualify a full 3 men and 3 women, which is the maximum qualify. And I think we're well on our way towards that. It's been a while since UAF has qualified the full squad of 3 men and 3 women, but I think this year could be a good year to do it, and I'd love to see that.
Alaska's next meet will be on January 23rd in Wisconsin for the Telemark Distance Races.
Nanick Corner, brought to you by Sports Medicine Fairbanks.
Now, Saturday night's final in the Mount McKinley Bank Classic was a sight to behold. Boileau Hall had a record crowd. Everyone wanted to see the rematch of last year's 3A final between Barrow and Monroe. Tamaka Hepler, he rocks the rim here to start the game as Barrow led by double digits early on. Monroe, they battled back to cut their lead to 4, led by Devon Davis's 14 points. That's as close as they would get. Barrow wins this one 54-36. They had a 13-2 run to start the second half. The last time these teams met, Barrow stopped a Ram State 4-peat attempt. This time, they ended Monroe's 5-year home winning streak. Hepler was named tournament MVP. Travis Adams of Barrow, Sika's Marjo Vivad and Tevin Bain, and Grace's Tobin Culver and Trevor Osborne were all tourney. Monroe's Jeremiah Bailey, Ryan Brantley, and Savannah Mapp were all tournament for the Rams. Barrow sweeps this year's Mount McKinley Bank titles.
Coaches got us all gathered up in the locker room and told us that these are going to be our last 2 quarters of this tournament, and if we want to make a statement now, we have to do it. We have to do it in this game because it's a big game for 3A State basketball around Alaska.
Barrow has a very young team, but they've been in these wars and they've had these experiences, and I know we haven't. Like I said, we just wanted to play a little bit better, but all experience, wins are not worthwhile if you don't learn from them, and neither are losses. And so hopefully we're learning from each of these steps.
And here are the other results. The West Valley boys placed 3rd in the Alaska Prep Shootout with a 74-59 win over Galena. Daniel Hornbogle scored 23 in that one. Later falls to Palmer in the final game of the Elk Showdown, 58-30. Gabriel Howard and Jeremiah Handy both had 8 points for the Mutes. In Kodiak of the Joe Floyd tournament, the North Pole boys, they lost a tight game, 43-41 to Kodiak. Taylor DeAngelis had 11 points for the Pats. The North Pole girls, they won their first game of the year, 15-14 over Kodiak JV in that one. And also the Hutchinson girls, they would split in a weekend series with Valdez. They won on Friday, but they lost Saturday 36-31. Sierra Tate led the Hawks with 12 points in the loss. The college football season ended last night, one of the best championship games in years. Number 1 Clemson, number 2 Alabama, they faced off in Phoenix in the national championship game last night. The teams matched each other's playmaking for most of the game. But Alabama, they converted an onside kick, and Jake Coker found O.J. Howard for the go-ahead score. Alabama got a huge return for a score to go up 38-31 as well. Deshaun Watson Clemson, he had 487 total yards and got the Tigers to 38-33, but it wouldn't be enough. Alabama wins 45-40, and head coach Nick Saban, he wins his 5th national title and his 100th career win for Alabama. A great season for college football ends, and that's all we have for sports tonight. As always, thanks for watching. Your full weather forecast is coming up next, and we'll catch you next time.